Jack Manifold versus Dakota. Here we go. 5 2-minute rounds. Okay, so shorter rounds, but more of them. Jack Manifold's not fought before. Dakota has. Let's see how it works. Jack looks very nervous. He's coming out swinging. You know, he's putting pressure on Dakota, actually. He doesn't look massively strong, but he looks like he's ready to put the pressure on. They're throwing. They're throwing. There's a lot of nervous energy in there now. There's a lot of back and forth, a lot of twitchy movements. Yeah, Jack's not got any defense, but he's showing a little more aggression. These are skinny guys. I wouldn't expect much of a knockout here. Yeah, it seems like Jack's jabbing a little bit better, actually. So far, I think I'm seeing a Jack around. Dakota just doesn't seem to be able to do much. Jack's pushing the pressure. He's jabbing a bit more. I think he's connecting slightly more, but his defense isn't amazing as he's pushing in. So he's getting caught slightly too. Dakota's trying to egg Jack on, but like, you know, it's not helping him. Jack's just landing if he does come forward. I don't know why Dakota's trying to showboat. Because Jack's actually showing some stuff here. 30 seconds left of the first round. Jack Manifold's winning this first round. Dakota's showing not enough aggression. He just seems to be a bit of a punching bag right now. If Jack can put together some decent combinations, he throws a little bit and then backs out. That's showing some sensibleness from Jack right there. Jack Manifold is genuinely showing some decent knowledge of when to put together a combination and when to back out. I'm genuinely a little impressed with this. It's nothing incredible. It's nothing that's kind of putting him right up there as one of the best boxers we've seen in this scene. But I think that's a convincing first round for Jack Manifold. Chat's rooting for Jack. Chat's saying he's not bad at all. I fully agree. He's doing a good job. The jab's winning him the fight a lot. I mean, he's landed some rights as well. He's landed some power punches too. But the jab's doing better for Jack. I think Dakota's going to need to move better. His footwork and his head movement is going to need to be a bit better if he wants to win this fight. But most of all, he needs to be more aggressive. That's Dakota's end of things. If Jack wants to win this fight, he just kind of has to keep up what he's doing, but maybe put together things a bit more. Yeah, exactly. Jack's from the north. He's got this shit. It does look like Jack's put in some work. I honestly thought he might not take this terribly seriously, but Jack's putting it on him. He needs to be a bit more sensible because he's getting caught by Dakota a little bit. He is getting the better of these exchanges, but he just needs to be a bit more careful, and he does seem to be. This is two lads who are not amazing at this sort of thing, but Jack's just getting the better. I think he's a little bit more accurate as well. That's very true from where jab's leading Jack to the promised land right now. Ooh, okay. At some point, okay, the stiff jabs exchanged. This ain't a bad fight, you know. Jack's actually doing decent. At this rate, I actually genuinely don't see a TKO, though. I think Dakota's taking it decently. And it's how long can these fellas keep this up? Jack looks very fresh still. They're both just throwing a 1-2. But it seems like Jack's 1-2's slightly better. It'd be good to see some different punches and more combos. Okay, they're teeing off a little here. Dakota caught Jack a little there, but it was in an exchange where Jack caught a little bit too. Yikes. Well, their stamina seems good. Jack's looking a bit more tired now, actually. Yeah. This is interesting. This is Jack's first fight. For a first fight, this ain't too bad, you know. This really ain't too bad. He's looking a little more tired in this second round, though. Ooh! A wild exchange there. Okay. 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 That was maybe a bit more action than the first round. If I have to give it, I'm still giving it to Jack. I think Jack's 2 rounds up so far.
Push that shit out the way. Okay. Push that shit out the way. Right? So he keeps doing this, right? He keeps punching. That's the only punch he has. He's only doing 1 punch. Put your hands up. Put your hands up. Put your hands up.
So Dakota's corner's saying that Jack's only got 1 punch. I think they're referring to his jab. So they're trying to tell Dakota to parry that out of the way. They're essentially telling him to push it out the way. Dakota's like, I'm so tired. Brother, I know you are. You're winning. Dakota's corner's telling him he's winning. No. Listen, you got to be honest with your fighter. You're not winning right now. You need to improve. You need to do something else. You need to put more. You need to change something. You need to do more better. This is a very important round. Chat's agreeing as well. Chat's got their mind right. This is a very important round. If Jack can win this round as well, he's basically won the fight on points. And Dakota will have to knock him out. Currently, it is looking like Jack's going to win this round on points. Again, it's basically the battle of the jab and the 1-2. And Jack's got a slightly better 1-2, a slightly better jab. I think he's a slightly taller guy. I think that's helping him quite a lot. Dakota does not know how to get out of a corner. We can see that a lot. They're swinging, you know. Neither of these guys is going to have much power because they're skinnier guys. They're lower weight classes. And also, they don't fully know. Okay, that was a big right from Jack Manifold. Jack's doing great. He's doing pretty good. I'd like to see him fight again. I mean, if he really committed to this, who knows? Maybe we could see him fight Dean the Great or something like that. He's kind of in that skinnier weight class. Dean the Great currently would destroy him. But, you know, along the line, who knows? Yeah, they're both tired, though. That's the thing now. There's a lot of trading. There's a lot of trading punches, a lot of jabs that are both hitting at the same time. But Jack's slightly longer, so his jabs are hitting a bit better. Dakota might be clawing this 3rd round back. Maybe. Jack needs to put a bit of something together, maybe a bit more feints, a little more head movement, and a bit more combination. Okay. Ooh, Dakota looked a little rocked, but the end of the round comes. Oh my God! What? That round to me could go to either one of them. Yeah, there's some interesting things from chat. Toll doesn't necessarily help if you're punching down. It's normally better, but Toll doesn't help if you're punching down. That's true, but that's normally more of a factor in more skilled fights. It's interesting. It's interesting. Neither guy has defense. I keep saying it, but it's just the battle of the 1 and the 1-2. And Jack seems to have the slightly better one. That's what's happening every time. Let's see if they can pull something else out in round 4. I think Dakota's fought once before, which is interesting, because he should have more technique by now, I think, than this, a little bit. Because Dakota's defense, it's just nothing. There's no guard there. Jack's not really got much guard either, but, you know. Round 4 of 5. These are only 2-minute rounds. Jack is not used to punching down. You can see this. You can see this. There's a lot of kind of swinging around head height for Jack, which could make a lot of difference, but Dakota's head's a little tucked. It's kind of underneath. And Dakota can't see much for it. Okay, Dakota's covering up a bit here. Jack's wailing on him a bit. This is Jack's round for sure. I think Jack's playing a little bit sensible. I think he knows he can't follow up yet. Jack's nose is running blood now, actually. He's looking red. He's winning the fight. I mean, he's getting more punches landed, but the damage... I think, you know what it is? It's just like, he's the whitest white guy. He's so pale. And people who are like that look bruised and battered so easily. They're getting so tired. This fight's going the distance. Easily. Do you know what? Jack's feeling those punches. If Jack fought someone who could hit him flush, I think he would get knocked out. But he's winning this fight. Yeah, chat's right. Body shots are not factoring much here, huh? If someone just did try and set up some stuff with body shots, that could actually win the fight for them. It genuinely could. Not the body shots themselves wouldn't be the thing that does the most damage, but it could set up a big punch to the head. End of the round. I think if I'm being generous, I think we're seeing 3 rounds to Jack, 1 to Dakota so far. So we've got some suggestions saying that Dakota could be wearing him out and come in with a knockout. I don't think that's going to happen. I think they're both just as tired. If anything, I think maybe Dakota's more tired. But it's not a terrible matchup. This has been a good fight. But it seems like Jack's getting the better. This is the first fight. Okay. Final round coming up. Jack Manifold versus Dakota. Something or other. I forgot his last name. I'm really sorry. Dakota Olave. There we go. That's it. Here we go. Final round. Can we get a stoppage in the last round? Or are we going to see go the distance? They're going for it. They're going for it. You got to leave it all in the last round. They're swinging. Jack clips with something. Dakota's trying to bob his head underneath. He's more surviving than anything else, I think. The jab, that jab that keeps raining. Jack's hitting a bit more often. What are we seeing here? What's the ref doing? What's the ref doing? No way this is going to be a point. Wait, the doctor's looking at Jack. Jack's nose. They were just checking his nose isn't broken. The doctor was checking that Jack's nose isn't broken. It's not broken. He can continue fighting. Oh my god, that's so lucky. That would have been awful. If Jack would have lost by doctor stoppage then, and being unlucky that his nose was fucked, that would have been so bad. He's putting it on him. They're coming aggressive. Jack's going aggressively. Oh, they're swinging. They're really swinging. Okay. There's another 45 seconds of the round left. Jack keeps spearing in with this jab, but Dakota's got a fist there ready for him. They keep changing. They keep trading jabs. If either guy really tightened up the right hand, the side of the face when they were jabbing, the opponent's jab wouldn't do so much. It's kind of reasonably even trade, but you got to give it to Jack so far. Okay, ooh, Dakota, it's a nice jab there though. They're both tired. Dakota's kind of jabbing Jack's head off at the end of this round. Jack needs to show something a bit more. He's showing a bit of aggression. Maybe an uppercut or two would... Okay, a slight hit after the bell, but he hits it. Right. Good fight, fellas. Oh my god. I think Jack won that. 4 rounds to 5. Maybe 3 rounds to 2. But That decision's got to go to Jack Manifold. I wouldn't mind fight chat, yeah.
They were exhausted. I was shocked by how Jack was
Well, yeah.
even with all that blood, he just kept pushing through.
That's the thing. It's what I say about a lot of low-level fights, right? Aggression wins fights at the lower levels. Being aggressive, putting your fists on the other person's head and body, that wins fights. At the lower level, you just have to fucking put it on them. And that's why cardio is massive for these lower level fights. As much cardio as you can get helps a lot, because it means you can throw more and more punches. The more punches you fucking just put it on them. When you're at that lower level, it makes a huge difference. Huge difference. And that's slightly what we saw here. That's what we've seen a lot. A great example of that is also the KSI versus Joe Weller fight. That's another one.
Give it up for our competitors. What a great way to kick off Creator Clash 2. The love between these two are unreal. But let's go to the scorecard.
Let's go to scorecards. Who won this? Gotta be Jack. Here we go.
All right. Braden Jackson scored the fight 49-46. James O'Connor scored 50-45.
Okay.
Jeremy
That's
Shipman scored 50-45 for your
harsh,
winner
but okay.
by unanimous decision. Jack Manifold.
Nice. Let's go, Jack. The win. That's the correct winner. They maybe saw it a little bit too much in his favor, but doesn't matter. That's the right person won. Big up Jack Manifold. Congrats. Cracking fight. Cracking fight. I liked that. Not a terribly great amount of skill shown, but quite an even amount of skill and a lot of willingness to fight. Nice.